Om Shanti. Practice being in the stage of soul consciousness. Become introverted. Awareness of the word soul. When you become aware of the word soul, as well as having spirituality, you will also have good wishes, and your vision will become pure. Even if someone is insulting you, constantly stay aware that that soul is playing a tamoguni part, and you will then not dislike that soul, but will be able to have good wishes for that soul. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avikti Parivar. Today is day 28. Practice being in the stage of soul consciousness. Become introverted. Today's topic, awareness of the word soul. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Yeah. Om Shanti. Whenever we listen to these short clips, you never feel that it's a conclusion because, there is a team of about 100 plus people. They have to take out the video. It's not very easy, like they spend a lot of time. Sometimes I say, but they could have gone on little more. And this Sarla Didi, she's the one who really only sang original songs. Anyone knows this? I have heard that Anand Bhai also sings. You want to sing? Huh? De do, mic de do. No? Who knows that original song? किसको दे रहे हैं? नहीं? Anyone else? Ram Bhai knows this song? When I came to Omandli, what I saw. I used to remember, but now I don't. But it's a beautiful song. When I came to Omanli, huh? Tomorrow we will do. Yeah, they should have. asked Sarla Didi to sing. She was here for a long time, no? It's only recently she left body, I remember. When I went to Bangalore, I saw her. And then she started singing for me. All old songs. Right? Mm. Yeah, that also. Om Mandali. How many of you feel you are part of Om Mandali? You, Om Mandali. Brahma Kumari is, that name came, I think, when they came to India. Brahma Kumar. In the beginning, it used to be Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Right? I don't know from where it disappeared. Now it's only Brahma Kumaris. No? Because it used to get long, but a lot of people think it's only for ladies, it's for only for women. Generally, that impression for a long time. We tell them, no, men can also come. But it says Brahma Kumaris, It's like Kumari's institution, right? But Baba has children, Brahma Kumars, and it used to be Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, first brothers. One of the word on January 18th, when Baba became Avyakt, was Samarthi, Simrti ki Samarthi. Samarthi word has like, it could be power, strength, but more is ability to do something. So Simrti, awareness, awakens within you some of the abilities. So when there is awareness that I am soul, you are in soul consciousness, many abilities could emerge, many. And those capacities and abilities, like I remember Jagdish Bhai used to say, योग से योग्यताएं बढ़नी चाहिए. If you are truly a good yogi, then your creativity, your abilities should increase. Right? Is that happening to everyone? Yes? Awareness brings some kind of awakening also. So this is awareness of the word soul. When you become aware of the word soul, as well as having spirituality, you will also have good wishes and your vision will become pure. So what we will see in others, their specialities. Even if someone is insulting you, constantly stay aware that this soul is playing a tamoguni part. You could be I remember when I came in Gyan, I understood that you shouldn't react, you shouldn't. So one time I was sitting there, it was a very big center in Delhi. Now it has changed into another. And I'm sitting there and this woman came, was so angry, so angry. So after about 10 minutes, I said, can I bring glass of water for you? Because I thought she must be, because she was so much talking, so much angry. Oh, you want to give me water even if I'm angry? I said, you need it, no? So you drink it, it's good for you. And the change which happened in that woman, not only she became a student, but she had so much, So whatever anyone plays part, we shouldn't react to that. Reaction, then chain reaction. Just be in silence. Erase, let the sanskar finish. Because that is how I hear so many things every day, these little things. I got so much news from, especially from India. Be charitable, what is there? Be helpful, be supportive, be sympathetic, right? What I do is one thing. When we moved first time to Long Island, Harmony House, so house is separate because there's no residential there. So we had to get this house because Dadi Gulzar had to come, spend 2 months with us for our treatment. So we said we should have a good house so that when she comes, she will be comfortable. Generally, in that area where we are, it is very safe. When I say very safe, because the police of that area is worldwide known. So there is never any stealing, nothing, because the thief will be caught. And this police was invited even in South Africa, everywhere, to see how they can help them with reducing the crime. So, but what I feel that, there are two things people say. I feel if something happened, I repeat it. So I go through that again, right? Let's say somebody said something and I repeat it or think about it. So I am hurting myself, right? By saying again, I went through this, I went through this. So we had break-in, right? And Mohini Didi was there. We all had gone for some retreat. So when we came home, everything was like, but nothing much was stolen. But what I try to do, not to say it much, because that will emerge, then the fear could come. Or, so I try not to even see properly. But if I see it, I don't want to register in myself, because it will come back. Then I will speak about it then. So it's something like, okay, if it happened, let it go, right? Then you don't see that sanskar becoming stronger. It's very interesting. If you try one time, I saw, but I didn't notice. Didn't notice intentionally. I hear people tell me this story. In between, I kind of miss it. So people say, what did she say? Let me see, let me remember. Because I try to hear in a way that I don't remember. I don't have to repeat it. Why should I? Through my mouth, I have to speak Baba's knowledge. I can't speak anything which is not really right thing to. So I think it's a very good way to have love for everyone, to have good wishes for everyone. But also, one day recently Baba said love, mercy and forgiveness. Love someone, have mercy for that soul, and forgive. Forgive means forget. Okay, so it's very beautiful experiences of awareness that I am a soul. Om Shanti.
जब वो वनवास में थे तो उस समय हम लोगों को एक गीत सिखाया करते थे, जिसमें से हम 2 लाइन आपको भी सुनाती हूँ। आओ सखियाँ निज देश चले अब, आओ भाइयों निज देश चले अब, बाबा ने ये संदेश सुनाया, बाबा ने ये संदेश सुनाया। दूर नहीं परम धाम हमारा, शांति का एक देश है।
So this was Sarla Dadi. Actually, myself also, I went to Bangalore 2008. This was the photo, Didi. When you met her last, it was in the center where she was. And when you met her, Didi, she decorated you with this chunni. You can see your photo.
So it was me?
Yeah, that's you, Didi. They put on chunni
Didi
and all that.
Manmohini.
Sarla Dadi. She is the one who sang the song and did the Om Dhoni just now.
When I went to Bangalore?
Yeah, 2008, Didi. This is the photo from 2008.
Wow. That's beautiful. Yeah. Yes, Baba's bride.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
So we would like to invite our brother Bhaiji. He just came yesterday, said hello yesterday, but today we want to hear from you, having chit chat with Didi. So welcome.
Om Shanti. Well, when I was listening to today's churning, the Avyakti signal, I was just wondering, it's not just awareness of the word, but Baba, both Bap Dada, they were so far-sighted that they could look at our future. And that's how they were able to see our future, not our present. When we meet someone, when we look at present, we want to react, we want to respond, because being aware is one thing, but being intoxicated, you look at these dadis, Sarla Dadi we just saw, it was not the word Atma, but the intoxication they had. They lived that with that intoxication, and that really changed. When I first entered Brahmakumari's center, that was in 1961 in Gurgaon. 1961. And I went with my parents, but the intoxication which I saw, that really impressed me. It did impress me, but to transfer that intoxication into my life, it takes many years. And we had seen, as Didi was saying, that, there were a lot of misunderstandings, misgivings, and there used to be a lot of opposition. I saw those things with my eyes. One was when my eldest sister, she was engaged, and my father broke her engagement because she became a BK. That was the furor which we saw in the whole family. And the second time I saw one of the sisters, she was in bondage and she was being tortured by her brothers. And she came to our house and she lived with us. And their brothers came to know and they registered a case against my father. He had to appear in court. So that is the time I was a child, but I could see. But the beauty was that we were firm. I knew that this is my life and I have to follow that. The practice takes a lot of patience. You have to be patient with yourself. Sometimes, you fail. Sometimes you fail miserably also. But then, you get up and you go strong again. And it's very, I would say, very absorbing. And it is very encouraging also that all these years we have been able to walk with that strength and that patience that we would be perfect one day.
So when did Brother Nirvad decided to invite you for Global Hospital? When was that?
Well, everything.
When Brother Nirvad came to know you?
It was in 1989. Nirvad was convalescing after his bypass surgery in Bombay. And I just called him to ask about how he is doing. And the first thing which he told me, you give up, you resign and come to Mount Abu. Even then I took 2 years to come.
2 years after he said.
Well, he used to write me letters and very inspiring letters. This letter writing as Baba used to write to children. So all these people, Nivabai and even one of our senior most teachers in Chandigarh, she used to write me letters when I was in hostel and I still remember the art of writing letters. It's so inspiring. I saved those letters for many years. So he wrote me a couple of letters and I had made a spontaneous decision to shift. But then I was living with my parents, my family, and I was at the center also, very active. So to take permission from everyone.
Which center? Chandigarh?
Chandigarh. So I decided I'm not taking permission from anyone. I didn't even share with anyone. And I decided. It took me time. And our sister Achalvan, even till quite some time, she used to say me, you never took my permission to go.
So how did you feel when you started in Global Hospital?
Well, initially I thought, the question was there, why I have come here, because there was nothing much to do for me. But then gradually when the work picked up, the things changed. I got more and more involved in service. So then I was happy because initial days, it took a lot of time to build the thing, build the image, and then build the services to get the right people.
So you were just the doctor, or at that time also you were the main coordinator?
So when I was working with the government, I used to enjoy my clinical practice, but because of my dharanas and my understanding of being connected with people, they pushed me to management. That was in 1983. So from 1983, I've been in management, doing not much of clinical practice. I qualified as a doctor. I did residency in ophthalmology, eye care, then went into pediatrics also for some time. But then finally, everything was left behind and moved to management. And what I learned in management was more to connect with people, more to be friendly with people, then you can manage them. That's what I learned. And Nivebai was an example of this. He was very loving, very caring, very friendly. And that's how he was able to manage things. And initially, it was good, but in a way, coming to Madhuban, and the initial days, Dadi Prakashmani used to pay a lot of attention to us. She would come and sit with us. She would ask sisters whether you like food, how do you live, all those things that, like a mother, she would come and sit with us. We used to have tea with us and share. One story which she shared with us was that, okay, Mohini Ben and Dadi used to be in one room, and she would say that sometimes she'd get up and then she's not able to get sleep. She would read Murli with the torch. And when Mohini Ben came to know, then she got a table lamp for her, then she would read. And the other thing she showed that Mohini Ben likes fan and I don't like fan.
Yeah.
And I would move my bed to the corner.
We have same problem. One likes AC, one doesn't. I think it's the age difference too.
No, but she told us to be flexible and adjusting. Things would be never same, but you have
They
to adjust.
created a little room then separate for Mohini. She can have her fan on. No,
So-
when Pratap Bhai saying it took him 2 years after Nirvar Bhai said, I was reminded of a scene that we went to take leave from Nirvar Bhai last time. And she keeps saying to Nirvar Bhai, come and visit our little new space we have created. He said, no, because I haven't gone to Ratan Mohini Dadi, I haven't gone to Brijmohan, and if I come, I first have to visit them, then only. So that's too much for me. So we said, we take you, nobody knows. We take you wheelchair. And then he said to Bhumi that I will come. And then he told Mohan to bring a big shawl, nice shawl. And he put it around me and he said, her promise that she will come and live here forever. Then I will come. So when you said it, I remember that shawl and just say that how many years now? Not yet 2 years. Last March, yeah. That was our last.
And the one thing which you shared today was, we may see, but it should not register with us. When we take it inside someone's, whatever we don't like about someone, if we register, then the moment we see that person, the face comes, the same thing comes. As I feel, Baba says that we should see positivity also in negativity. But negativity would remain negativity if we keep seeing positivity in that.
Because Dr. Pratap has a lot of compassion for people. So anyone who goes to hospital, they really try their best to take care. Recently, Jyoti went from Dubai, had knee surgeries. And then Vimla from Delhi, I know her very well. She came, so they got well and they were leaving. So he was saying he's so happy to see them. So I think even we have, we need more doctors, more specialists. But whatever is there, because why will a good doctor just sit there? No? They could go in Bombay, Delhi, have their business, all that. But now what they have done is very good is a specialist will come twice a month, like eye doctor, kidney, they visit now. But I had been telling them that they are more now specialists visiting twice a month, and
We have to create facility for them, infrastructure for them, an environment for them You need to have a team. Suppose a surgeon comes, if he has to do surgery, he needs everyone around him. He needs a good anesthetist, he needs a good assisting nurse. So that we have been able to create.
It's getting more. Anyone has any question for Global Hospital? But also they have wellness program. Lot of foreigners go for wellness program, lot of good massaging, lot of things which are alternate treatments, I was the first one to start exercise with Sujata in a little room. And then Jayanti start going. And then we create, down there is a big, big place for, exercise is important. How many of you exercise every day? Yeah, very few. Otherwise, eat Brahma Bhojan and sit, right?
Didi, we want to show the Nirvar Paivit.
Shireen has something.
Yeah, she has a question for you. One
Yes,
second.
Shireen, you can ask.
Yeah, 1 minute, Didi.
She wanted to show. From where you bring all these photos?
That so fast. Sarla Dadi coming.
This was the last meeting with Bhai Sahib, with Didi. So he brought a shawl.
Then he said, don't give this
And this
shawl
is how
to
he said.
anyone. So
This is how he requested.
we have kept that shawl.
Yeah, he said you have to stay here now. So now Shirin Ben has a question. One second.
Because Nirvana and myself we work together a lot of service projects.
Didi, I want you to answer the question Pratap Bhai asked you. Pratap Bhai asked you you said that that we should see positivity in negativity. And Pratap Bhai's question is, if we keep seeing positivity in negativity, will the negativity just remain negative? Is that?
How would it change?
How will it change?
It's not, this mic is already.
Okay, so
Say the last part.
If we keep looking at positive in negative, how will the negativity change?
So what we should do? Look in negativity, negative.
That was his question.
No, I'm just saying. So what will happen? It will increase, no?
Well, I was...
No, but yesterday I took this point that use the method, spiritual method. I myself, but I have to take action, right? Like I'm seeing the sanskar of a soul. Very capable, very hardworking, but create an atmosphere where others are not happy. It's like the way she says, way she deals with. Now I feel that change should happen. But I want that change to happen in a way that that soul is not affected. Doesn't feel that, Sister Mohini doesn't care for me. So I've always tried to find a way, what do I say that change happens the way we want things should happen, and that person also remains okay. So it's not that we don't have to take action, but we just have to be very loveful, gentle, polite, and then say and get it done, no? Because we don't want any soul to feel. Everyone comes to Baba, wants to serve. They are Baba's children. It's a family. So keeping all that in mind. Yesterday, Bhumi was telling someone, I was listening, she was on phone, that if mother has two children, one is very good, other is naughty, she has to still take care of naughty one, no? So she was giving good example because someone was questioning that she does this, why Sister Mohini still has to listen to that soul? Or I said, I will listen to everyone, whatever they are. And then she was giving example that mother could have few children, they are all different, but she has to be mother for everyone, no? So she was kind of, so we have to see how to.
No, but when we are in a team, working in an organization, and particularly in a hospital, if someone is a misfit, how do we really tell him that you are a misfit?
See, I think what is necessary, what I find even here, like some don't come in the Murli, they're not doing Amrit Vela, they're not. No, this is where it begins, right? So I always say have some guidelines. Every Nivasi has to be in the Murli, or whatever are some of the guidelines and the disciplines they should follow. I think spiritually maybe we could help them first, keep that guidelines. But also, I think that especially some people are very argumentative, right? One thing they keep going on, and so that's their sanskar. I think we could help. We could help that soul. When we started Harmony House, so we had many who did receptionist. So I said, can I get this one? So she will say, okay, I try. But then next time when I called, I knew that this soul, I don't believe, try. I said, get that person for me. I am calling you. That's how I am. If you have to do things, do it. But I didn't. So next time, like something happened, I said, sure, I will help you. What do you need? So what I want her to say, I will say to her, can you please do this? Do this now. I always say, can you please do this? So when she answers me later, yes, please, I will do it. So I always thought when Baba said donate virtue, you talk that way, the way you want that person to talk to you. And it works. Mostly it works. But if you say, because you speak this way, I'm going to speak this way, no, that's not really, that won't work. So a lot of souls, I notice and I hear so many things, but what I try to do, give lot of, talk to them that way, respect, whatever will help them to function properly, because Baba's yagya. But if that soul get disturbed, one time Dadi Janki, we were sitting, and some people always have something to say. I never believe in that, so they were saying it. So I didn't say anything. Dadi Janki said, okay, if that person doesn't do that, will you do? She said, no. So then why you are saying it? If you cannot do what that person is doing, so find out a way where that person, it helps that person to be more cordial, more efficient, take care, let their capacities increase, that's the good wishes, I believe. Not good wishes are just feelings. Good wishes are to see what is important, what that soul is looking for. And if you can help that soul, it's a good instrument for Baba, no? I have lived with everyone, and I always see that if Baba has chosen this soul, who am I to reject? No? There are some very, I see there too in different places in Madhuban too. Some are people very critical. But then, if you can't get rid of them, then you have to see what to do with them,
One thing is that, when we say kindness, kindness can be limited and kindness can be unlimited also. Culturally, what we are aware. I remember one story. I was in Nepal. We had done an exhibition, and then people were coming for meditation camp. One brother who came, he was drunk. So I told the sister, he's drunk. Should we allow him in or not? He says, give him some cardamom and give him some water to drink and make him sit in the meditation. But if I look at Punjab, no one would even allow him to get inside the center. So it does make a difference.
Okay.
Thank you. So today, our two brothers from Gyanserver who were with us for a few days are going to take leave from us. They are traveling tomorrow